business opportunities, job opportunities.
Taught you to hate the color of your skin? Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate, you should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Most of us blacks, or Negroes as he called us, really thought we were free without being aware that in our subconscious, all those chains we thought had been struck off were still there. And there were many ways where what really motivated us was our desire to be loved by the white man. Malcolm meant to lance that sense of inferiority. He knew it would be painful. He knew that people could kill you because of it, but he dared to take that risk.
He was saying something over and above that of any other leader of that day, while the other leaders were begging for entry into the house of their oppressor. He was telling you to build your own house.
You have daughters. If your daughters called you and said that somebody is doing to them what the allegations are about you, would you be okay with that?
Let me tell you something. I'd be up in that mother, everything up. I had to bleep myself, but I would be everything
If your daughters
up.
came to you and said, look, this guy is doing to me what the allegations are against you.
Then I would have to arrest myself after I did what I had to do.
You've been very candid.
There it is. I don't understand it. We're not going to talk a lot about this R. Kelly situation too much. He just said it out of his own mouth. If it was his kids, he'd be up in there trying to tear some shit up. Welcome to the Welcome to the No PC show. Sorry about that. It's a Thursday night. We back at it. The name of the show tonight is #US2. All we hear every day is me too this and me too this, and hey, maybe they got a point. Roseanne Barr came out talking about failed whores, because we know there are some women out there that they just into the game. They trying to come up on their money, and if it don't work out, they pop back out, which is just amazing to me, especially in the case of Bill Cosby, where he was taking care of this young lady for years, and she took the money and a total of $4 million, and then, of course, when the money stops, boom, I can put you in jail, and I ain't got to run back that $4 million. I don't know how that works. That's just crazy to me. Or in the case of Michael Jackson and the Never Ever Land, and they just never gonna convince me. Good evening, sis. See you out there. That Michael Jackson was touching these kids. I wish I could have been a friend of Michael Jackson. I would have been going hard at Never Ever Land. I would have been like, Mike, you know, we can love the kids, but we're gonna put their ass out here on this swing and get it popping up in here, Club Jackson style. But again, you know, we don't know 100% for sure. I just know Mike had a lot of bad judgment. And I was just shocked that Oprah, whose ratings have been slipping, that you would. And we remember when Oprah did the special with Michael Jackson, and he took her on a tour, Never Ever Land, and all that. And basically, you know, we can look at Oprah as a user, because you sitting up here talking about let's say goodbye to Michael for a second time and all this other nonsense, but your boy Harvey Weinstein, when we gonna get the Harvey Weinstein show? The king of Hollywood. When we gonna put him on Front Street? We not. When we gonna put that billionaire who just got busted out on his little sex thing, but he's not gonna face any charges either? Yeah, when we gonna see that person? When we gonna see all these priests? We got the Pope, and he called everybody to Rome and developed this new law and admitted to destroying all these allegation records. Like we just gonna start over new. We just gonna start over fresh, and from this point on, this is the way we're gonna handle it. Same thing with Gayle in this R. Kelly piece. Okay. Yeah, if R. Kelly did it, he needed to go to jail. You just saw it in his own words what he would do if his daughter's in this situation. I don't understand it. R. Kelly would just be catching 2 pieces every time I saw him. Stalk him. The parents going real light on it. That's why he continues to do it. But they grown now. What's up, cuz? I see you out there. If you click that link, you can switch over to the No PC show over on the YouTube side. So I don't have a whole lot to say about that R. Kelly situation, except I don't know why he has not caught these hands. You can talk all that yah all you want. And you may only need to whoop them once, because if they grown now and they going to stay, he should have caught them hands day one. The very first time you got my daughter to go down to Florida or whatever, she would get to witness you catching hands and get to see me going to jail saying, and when I get out, you going to catch these hands again, Kels. That's it. We ain't got time for all these decoration and you know, I guess last month was just string up niggas month or something. And even Jussie Smollett with his nonsense, you know, it's a crazy cycle, and it's a whole lot of Me Too. But you know, if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you did it, you did it. You need to go down. But I want everybody to go down. They just had that guy, that Governor Senator Aaron Shockey. He just got a deal where he's not going to have any felony charges or anything on his record. He just got to pay back the money that he used to decorate his office and shit. And it's cool. You ain't got to go to jail. You ain't got to be, you know, any felonies. But Jesse Jackson and his wife, Jesse Jackson Jr. and his wife both got time. Hashtag us too. Let's not get distracted by all this other bull crap that's going on out here. Hashtag us too. I got a title for you. Surviving America and being taken away from our homeland. That's what we want to talk about tonight. Surviving America. Somebody told me black men can't be victims. Technically, you're not allowed to be a victim as a black man in America, because we've given you the blueprint for success in our world, and your women accept it, but you don't accept it. So everything that happens to you, nigga, is because of you. How dare you stand up and try to be a man? What's that, Terry Crews? You got real bold with D.L. Hughley when he spoke up and said something about the man grabbing your balls in front of your wife and a whole slew of people at a party. But the white man that did it, you didn't give him a 2-piece. You didn't check him. This is a real problem. This is us too. You can't be a man. I don't care who it was. The president of the United States, if he grabbed my stuff, he gonna catch it. Bam, bam. It's no discussions. It's no talking to my wife about why you gave this man the 2-piece. He just stepped up to you and treated you like a boy and showed a whole room full of white people and your wife, just like in slavery, I do what I want with this nigga. This nigga ain't gonna do shit because he want what I got. He's programmed to feed from my hands. It costs a lot to stand up to the system that's in America. All these sex abuse cases, your own president. Did I say this link? Because your president, I don't know if I even say the link. Well, you all can look it up. Even your president had he had a lot of sex case things going on. And even on the day of the presidency, he settled for the second time with a young lady. She was 13 at the time, back in 1994. That your president and another businessman supposedly were at some sex party or something, getting it in with underage kids. Ain't nobody ever questioned Hugh Hefner, which is interesting. How is Bill Cosby and other people at the mansion where you can do what you want to do, but he's the only one that gets in trouble for an underage child? Didn't Hugh know that chick was underage? Oh, he's a playboy. And don't even get me started on this trick here. Gloria Allred. She comes to the defense of the black women or white women or whatever woman that wants to persecute a black man. Gloria Allred and her daughter, she's brought her daughter into the game like, we lynching niggas in public. She's a feminist or whatever the hell she wants to call herself. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. That's what lawyers do. They come and talk that lawyer shit and promise you some type of financial gain. And she was there in the Bill Cosby case, which is still bogus. You can't unseal records because I feel this. I think you're living a different life than what's stated here. So I got to expose you. Then I'm gonna reseal the records. And then I'm gonna put you in jail. We ain't too far gone away from the OJ situation. OJ went to jail for stealing his own crap, and they gave him back his stuff while he was in jail, saying, "Yeah, you right. This was your shit." And he wasn't convicted on any really crimes. He was convicted on the possibility of what could have happened. A gun could have went off. He could have shot somebody in the hallway. This happened. You kidnapped him because he moved 5 feet. Hashtag us too. What the hell going on out here in these streets? This is just complete insanity. Your boy, and I'm finna show this because I'm tired of all you Bernie Sanders supporters. That's right, I'm tired of all you Bernie Sanders supporters. So let's get this out the way, because we did it a while back, a couple of years ago, actually when Bernie was running. And I said, this dude says no reparations for black people, and now he said it again. But let's share what he actually said. Let's share that.
A lot of African Americans are starting to call for reparations for the many years of stolen labor through slavery. Is that something that you would support as president?
No, I don't think so. I think it would be, first of all, its likelihood of getting through a Congress is nil. Second of all, I think it would be, very divisive. I think the real issue is when we look at the poverty rate among the African American community, when we look at the high unemployment rate within the African American community, the incarceration rate within the African American community, we have a lot of work to do. So I think what we should be talking about is making massive investments in rebuilding our cities, in creating millions of decent paying jobs, in making public colleges and universities tuition free, and working on childcare. Basically, targeting our federal resources to the areas that it is needed the most, and where it is needed the most are in impoverished communities, often African American and Latino.
Your boy, Bernie Sanders, speaking out. No, you don't deserve reparations. So while y'all out there running to get your Bernie Sanders banners, and every reason he gave was the reason we in this, because America has hashtag us to us. The poverty rate, the incarceration rate, the education rate. All this was taken from you, taken from us. So why would we repair that? And he's a Jew. He's a Jew. I wish somebody would stand up and say, "Hey, Bernie, can you tell us what the Jewish people got after the 6 to 8 year Holocaust?" We're just interested because we did 250 years of slavery, then another 100 years of Jim Crow. It's about 350 years. What did y'all get for those 8 years, Bernie? I don't want to see no more black people waving some funky ass Bernie Sanders flags. Hashtag us too, Bernie. There's enough said on that. We can't continue to listen to people who don't recognize what has happened to us in this society. That includes all your foreign friends too. When they get to talking that, look how we came here with no money and this. Okay, I missed the part where you got your ass whooped for a couple of centuries. Can you share that with me, Abib? Mahani, can you share that with me? Hashtag us too. We got to always stand around and act like it's cool in America. They took our voices. They took our resources. And then they want to pan them out. And you want to hear people like Bernie Sanders. Well, let's just, no reparations because that's going to make you equal. But let's bullshit you for another century. And let's fix the infrastructure of America. And let's just focus on these people and these people. No. Run us our reparations. And he always said, well, what does reparations look like? Reparations, let's see. What does Jewish reparations look like? It looked like land. It looked like money. It looked like factories. You need more, Bernie? It looks like restitution. Repairing the damage over decades. It was decades for them, but we're talking about centuries for us. That's what it looks like. And they all know what it looks like, but how dare you niggas even have the nerve to say that? You all have these dual identities. You don't even know who you are. You don't know the manipulation that happened to you. It happened on so many levels. And we got so much to clean up on our own side with our women. We can't spend a lot of time fighting with our women because they suffered on a whole different level than we suffered on. But it's funny, our women raise and push their daughters out one way, and then they coddle the boys. Women don't teach manhood. America doesn't value black manhood. They are totally against you teaching black manhood, and then they call it toxic black male, what do they call it, masculinity. It's toxic for you to stand up in your own manness, but me, the white man who has destroyed basically the world, I can do what the hell I want. I can grab coochies. I can steal money. Anything, because the rules are for me. They for you, nigga. And that's what everybody needs to understand. The rules are for us, not for them. White people fail up. Okay, we're going to fire Megyn Kelly. She's fired. Take this $32 million. You get the hell out of here, Megyn. What? $32 million? And you're going to get another show later. Don't worry about it. What? Hashtag us too. What the hell's going on out here? Do we have to put our fingers in our ears and say enough is enough? How dare you have anything to say about the LGBTQ, whatever? I don't give a fuck. You can be gay if you want to. Grew up around a whole bunch of gay people, played football with them and everything else. I've really personally never seen black people really bothering gay people. If you gay, you know, you just recognize as gay in the neighborhood. Occasionally there'll be a fight here or there, but shit, it was more fights between the heterosexual people than the gay people. So y'all not about to drag us into that shit that Master Mo and them doing over there, because we ain't got no power to take anything away from you. But guess what? It's a line. Blacks are at the front of the line. I don't give a damn if nobody else gets any resources. Oh, well, that's not the Christian thing. Okay, then I'm just not a Christian this week, I guess, because your Christianity can't keep putting you ahead of me, and then you acting like I'm a devil when I ask for mine. Hashtag us too. You want to distract somebody with some bull? That's it. 872-267-2552. If you want to call in and talk about this, make a comment. I'm tired of it. Every day you gotta wake up and hear some bull crap, and everybody in America, those three people I just named, Gayle King, Oprah Winfrey, and Gloria Allred, all need a kick in the pants. And I just don't get it, Oprah. I looked, well, you know, her rating's slipping a little bit. But she's always pandering to these white people, especially her boy Harvey Weinstein, who still, how much y'all want to bet? You think he's going to jail? I don't think he is. I would be totally shocked. Gayle, you know, what was you doing, Gayle, before you were Oprah's best friend? I don't really know. You got a job now, and that job is to pander to the white people. It just to watch the channels that she was on, and the white people like, oh, I felt so afraid for you, Gayle. I thought he was going to do. You knew damn well R. Kelly wasn't going to hit nobody. Any black person sitting up there, we saw it in a whole different way. We said, this dude bullshitting. He putting on this show for the white people, because that's probably who's going to be at this trial, because we all know that bullshit. Don't move us one way or another. Black people like, as long as he don't hit me, he could go ahead and do what the hell he want to do. He trying to mess up the jury. That's all that is. That's a play on the jury. Why are we so concerned with that? They should have put his ass in jail, 20-some years ago when he married Aaliyah. I'm totally against it. Don't take a check for your pain and suffering. Tell somebody so that person can put some hands on somebody and straighten that situation out. That's just the bottom line. Don't take the check. Don't get on TV and start crying that wah crap to me. You got $4 million and a job and all other types of opportunity. You and your family, and let's talk about these families, because they always say, well, don't blame the parents. I'm blaming parents. In the Michael Jackson case, hey son, we can go to Neverland, we can moonwalk and all that shit with Mike, but guess what? Get your ass in the car, we going home. Ain't no spending the night at Michael Jackson's house. What the fuck you think this is, son? It's a grown ass man. Mike, peace. I'll get back with you. If you want to hang with me, Mike, I'll come over, spend the night, moonwalk, and you know, we do it like that, Mike. But Junior, his ass going home and going to bed. But you saw in the documentary, they all cheesing it up. They hanging out with Michael Jackson. They staying in 5-star hotels, you know, clothes, everything. Don't tell me that grooming shit, but it's Michael Jackson. I don't give a damn who it is. My kid's not spending the night with him. Period. Deuces. In the R. Kelly case, you know, y'all out there, and I do believe that, especially in the Jocelyn Savage side, they were pushing her to get some type of stardom. And the Azriel case, you know, no. Yeah, I've been to R. Kelly concert. And I don't think anybody under 21 should be allowed at an R. Kelly concert. It's just wow. It's crazy. Insane. Pornographic. I felt uncomfortable when I saw all the young ladies that were at the R. Kelly concert. I was like, oh man, this is way out here. But they was right there along with their mamas cheering R. Kelly on. And we all knew the allegations and all that other type of stuff. So are the parents feeling guilty? Do we need to play the clip one more time so everybody will see what R. Kelly said about catching these hands? Check it out.
In due time.
You have daughters. If your daughters called you and said that somebody is doing to them what the allegations are about you, would you be okay with that?
Let me tell you something. I'll be up in that mother everything up. I had to bleep myself, but I would be everything
If your daughters
up.
came to you and said, look, this guy is doing to me what the allegations are against you.
Then I would have to arrest myself after I did what I had to do.
There it is. There it is. Every day, you're going to catch these hands, Kels. Every day. I don't know what else to tell you. He says it himself. I don't know how in the hell you can't pay child support and everything, and you living your ass up in the Trump Tower, and you got these little girls brainwashed, you packed them full of diseases, you spread the herpes all around. I'm starting to think when you and Usher made that song, Same Girl, I'm starting to see it clear, because Usher got herpes and you got herpes, allegedly. Let's say allegedly before we get a lawsuit or something. So allegedly they got herpes, because I ain't seen the medical records, but I didn't seen a whole lot of chicks in it saying R. Kelly gave me herpes. Usher gave me herpes. What level? Why should I be distracted about R. Kelly and his bull crap? You just another Negro that, if people haven't noticed, there's been just a rush on. Let's get these Negroes. Let's kick Roland Martin off TV. Let's kick Tavis Smiley off TV. Let's go down the list. Any Negro that we feel is prominent, that's kind of coming up, we need to shush that Negro right away, because we're not going to have it, niggers. We're not going to have it. Donald Trump's the president. You can grab that coochie. You can force yourself on women. You can cheat on your wife. Marry, prostitute models. Sniff a little crack. And then turn around and sue the woman you had an affair with. It's all good. President Clinton messed with a grown woman clearly over the age of 21, who admitted she knew exactly what she was doing and that she was flirting with the president. And the Republicans like, oh, this is the worst thing that has ever happened to America. Really? Really? But this dude got on TV and said, I can shoot somebody in the middle of the street and nothing's going to happen to me. 872-267-2552. 872-267-2552 is the number. You probably see it up there on the screen. If you have a topic that you want to talk about, hit us at theshow1965@yahoo.com, and we'll probably have you on and talk about it. But I'm just so tired of the distractions. We got the mayoral race coming up here in Chicago. Let's see if we can get a call in here.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Hello.
Hey, Richard. What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
Comment.
Okay, what's your comment?
Yeah, I just want to say, man, you know, you're right. Everything you're saying is right on the nail, man. Right on the head of the nail. The playing field ain't level. It ain't never been level, and it ain't gonna be level. And especially as long as we're divided against each other, this is exactly what they wanted, and which is why I always felt like we were just a cursed people.
Right. We were taught to be against each other. Just like everybody thinks that Willie Lynch law is, you know, maybe the letter is fake, but the principles aren't fake. And the theology that they follow to divide us is not a fake theology. And we've been divided since they brought us here. Oh, well, you know, they let you get married. No, they just want their niggas happy. And you can be married, but guess what? I'm going to come on down there and have your wife tonight and have your daughter tonight. And ain't nothing you're going to do about it. And they're going to be so scared that they're going to need to protect you. They're going to say, please, don't fight Massa. He's a good master. He's doing stuff for us. Look, he came down here and raped me, but he gave us a coat. And our babies, they still here with us. It's a big terrorist act. And they just keep us locked in like that. We're locked in because we're scared to be apart from these people. That's the bottom line. Because we don't know any other way, because they just basically destroyed us. I tell people, you got to realize you've been destroyed. I wish I could get a boat and take everybody back to Africa so we could actually see how destroyed we are here in this country. It's you know, and it's just it's hard to see a different way. But if they don't give us reparations, like I don't know if a lot of people know who Yvette Carnell is. She started out with Boyce Watkins, and she had her own show, and her and another guy that does a show called Tone Talk. They do in descendants of slave movement for reparations. People need to understand we will never be whole unless we get this reparations and separate. But like Bernie Sanders says, well, you know, that's never going to get through Congress. So he basically saying, niggas, y'all never going to get that.
But and I researched what you said too, but that you approve for the victims of the Holocaust to get some forms of reparation.
Right, that's important. That's important. Do you know what happened during the Holocaust? We were destroyed.
This came first. We were our people were enslaved long before the Holocaust ever came into picture.
Centuries. A lot of people don't understand. You got to go back and research the Holocaust. This was a period of 6 to 10 years over in Poland, starting in Poland and all that type of stuff. Oh, they killed 6 million people. And then they'll turn around and tell you, well, you know, there were only 300,000 slaves that actually made it to America. Okay, first of all, that's some bullshit because you got centuries of ships going across the ocean with 125 to 150 people on each boat for centuries. That's bullcrap. And when we say slavery, we ain't talking about the slavery just here. We talking about the slavery period, where there were a total of 65 million people taken from a continent and spread it out through the Caribbeans, through the South Americans, through America. We don't separate and say, okay, we just talking about America. That's why America doesn't support Haiti. You always see them talking about support for Haiti, but the money never gets there. Because Haiti fought for their independence, and America said, "Oh, y'all on your own. Oh, y'all independent? Cool. Don't ask us for shit." America doesn't support Haiti or any other country or color. I'm sorry. Let me talk like Donald Trump. Any shithole country that wants our support. When you talk about black people coming up, it doesn't matter. I was talking to a young lady and I said, let me break down what's happening to us and why we can't get ahead. If you got 44 million black people in America, and most of the black people, the government is the biggest employer of black people in this country. So, and then the people that work in corporate America and elsewhere, you've lost about 30 million of your supporters because they're not in the economic position to even assist or help you. Then you look at the prison system, which is 65% black. Okay, bring it on down to about 8 million. Then you look at the people that are in the economic situation that they are below the poverty line and can't help you. You just brought that number down to maybe 1 million people, militants, who have ideas, but we can't come together because this group believes this and this group believes this and this group believes this. So break it down to how many people you know that's willing to really try to do something. And I'm guarantee you that number is under 100 with any group that you look at. Except the Muslims. They had the right idea. I don't. We love Martin Luther King, and they dealt with King because they knew the alternative. But King realized they BS'd him. So we shouldn't feel bad because they BS'd us because they BS'd him. And they BS'd all the followers in the civil rights movement. Everybody said, well, they could have killed us all. Well, maybe we'd have been better all dead then. Because that's what happened to the Indians. They tried to enslave the Indians, but the Indians would not be enslaved. So, sorry if I accidentally hung up on you, Kia. So maybe it would have been better. Many people jumped off those slave ships and into the water. I was just watching Amistad again yesterday. And I think what a lot of people are talking about with slavery, that was at a certain point in time, you couldn't import slaves legally anymore. So most of the slaves that were here, you could breed them like cattle here. So that's how the population grew. But like I tell people, what difference does it make about if they were slaves that were brought straight from Africa or if they were slaves here? You still don't have the right to enslave people. I think Nat Turner did a great thing. Oh, how can that be great? Okay, well, if I go and get a tiger and I bring him in my house and he winds up killing me, that's on me. I can't take a tiger and say, you're a house cat now and this is the way it is. Yeah, by God's laws, he was wrong. But it's killing all throughout the Bible. It's killing all throughout the Bible. We all know this. Was it a religious purpose or whatever? Most of the time it was, but sometimes lands had to be conquered and certain people had to die. And sometimes God killed a whole bunch of them. You know, God wipes millions at a time, thousands at a time. That's how God does it. So, you know, just it was just bothering me today. I just couldn't watch any programs because every channel you turn to, even Dr. Oz had the little chick on talking about her situation with R. Kelly and that he gave her herpes. That's what the young lady, she's been saying. She was part of the documentary. She told her father afterwards and all this. R. Kelly still hasn't caught hands. This is the most amazing thing to me. R. Kelly has not caught hands. I've talked to people. One guy, supposedly R. Kelly got their niece pregnant, and they was cool with just getting some money. No, why don't y'all give them hands? Y'all out here thugging and everything. Y'all didn't give him hands because he gave up some money? Nah. He needs to catch some hands. Another young lady, okay, well, you know, he hooked me up. He put me in a little spot, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I mean, if that's working for you. But let's not pretend like we don't see a whole lot of R. Kellys in our neighborhoods. That we didn't grow up around a whole lot of R. Kellys. That we've allowed our existence to be so deteriorated that it takes the white man to come in to correct our bullshit and to let the world see, look what these niggas be doing. Love, peace, and so we out of here.
I apologize for being black, for all I am plus all I lack. Please, sir, please, ma'am, give me some slack, cause I apologize. I apologize for being poor, for being sick and tired and so. Since I ain't slick, don't know the scope, I do apologize. I apologize because I bear resemblance most black people share. Thick lips, flat nose, and nappy hair. Yes, I apologize. I apologize for how I look, for all the lows and blows I took. On those, Lord knows I'd close the book as I apologize. I apologize for all I gave, for letting you make me your slave and go into my early grave. Yes, I apologize. I apologize for being caught, for being sold, for being bought, while being told I count for naught. Yeah, I apologize. I apologize for all I've done, for all my toil out in the sun. Don't want to spoil your righteous fun, so I apologize. I apologize and curse my kind for being fooled, for being blind, for being ruled and in your bind. Yes, I apologize. I apologize and curse my fate for being slow, for being late, because I know it's me you hate. Why not apologize? I apologize and tip my hat, because you so rich and free and fat. Son of a bitch, that's where it's at, and I apologize.
I do have the right. Now step out or I will remove you. I refuse to talk to you other than to identify myself.
Now if your woman ain't no revolutionary, she'll persuade you to be a fucking slave for the rest of your days. She'll be grooming you on how to behave, teaching you how to coon and buck dance so that you can be safe. If that brother ain't no rider, soldier, no provider, molder of young minds, check it out. You got yourself a bitch. Think about the time that you invested in him. If he's wearing them skinny jeans, you a lesbian. For every 100 black women who ain't locked up, it's only 83 black men remain. Take away 1.5 million black men who might have benefited their women and their children. You don't know a war when it's waged against you, when it makes you drive your baby mama to the clinic just to kill your own. Ain't no legacy to leave behind, cause ain't nobody sitting on your throne. You motherfuckers are asleep in a war zone, living a nightmare, dying in your own home. If you don't stop, you gon' lose what you got left. I'd rather die trying to fight for my last breath. Freedom or death, you asleep in a war zone, living a nightmare, dying in your own home. If you don't fight, you gon' lose I'd rather die trying to fight for my last breath. Freedom or death, nigga. Sandra Bland was a rider. She wouldn't have committed suicide, and you a motherfucking liar. It would not be wise to stop when you hear sirens and you see the police behind you, but you don't wanna die. They gon' shoot you if you run. They gon' say that you was going for the police gun. That's why they shot you like 120 times, but you was still coming, so they put another bullet in your lung. Them devils got you praying while they murder, because they know you on that bullshit. They steady with them full clips and body armor. They kill your women in the street, cause they figure you too weak to do anything about it. You some shit, getting fucked in your sleep. They poison you every time you brush your teeth. You don't care, you behave like a slave. A bitch from the cradle to the grave, on your knees with your hands out, begging cause you wanna be motherfuckers are asleep in a war zone, living a nightmare, dying in your own home. If you don't stop, you gon' lose what you got left. I'd rather die trying to fight for my last breath. Freedom or death, you asleep in a war zone, living a nightmare, dying in your own home. If you don't fight, you gon' lose what you got left. I'd rather die trying to fight for my last breath. Freedom or death, nigga. Freedom or death, nigga. Fuck that. Freedom or death, nigga.
If you just listen,
Freedom or death, nigga. Freedom or death, nigga. Freedom or death, nigga.
you were getting a warning. Until now, you're going to jail.
I'm getting it for what?